วัสดีค่ะ
How you doing today? See, we're doing this all on stay home for Nevada. So, what better way to pass the time than to do something kind of like experimental that you really haven't done before. Some of these ingredients is harder to get, but on the site you'll see where I adjusted so that you can make it with other ingredients, like for instance the basil, which would be the hardest. The other rest we can get, but the basil I put on the site where you could use like sweet basil. If you can't do that, get cilantro, get a pinch of anise, and put some pepper in it. Okay, so because this basil has got like a peppery anise type of flavor. That's the holy basil or the Thai spicy basil. Then we got the ground chicken and beans. This is regular beans. Normally in Thai cooking they'll use long beans, but you know, since produce and trips to the market is just getting harder lately, that we'll just use stuff that you can get a little bit easier. So this is onions, and you can use the peppers. We just like color, so you can use the peppers. This is yellow, orange, and red, and garlic and chilies. And this is what the basil looks like. So, and then we're going to be using soy, oyster sauce, dark soy, and this is just the oil. Now, in some preparations, you can always use this instead of this. So, this is just soy sauce and this is fish sauce. This adds the salt element. So, let's say you're making vegan and you were using tofu instead of this. You could always take out the fish sauce and use the soy sauce. Now, I like it with the fish sauce. I'm going to use the fish sauce. So here we go. So you put a little bit of oil in your pan. Again, I say about 2 to 3 tablespoons, just enough to cover the bottom. So, if you did have that pre-made stir-fry sauce, you're going to make the connection, right?
Yeah, I'm going to make the connection.
So if you do have the pre-made stir-fry sauce, you can eliminate this and just use about a half a cup of stir-fry sauce. Okay? So that's why we always encourage to pre-make it. Then you can make just a number of things. See, this is not the commercial quick kitchen and wok stove that we used to have, so we got to be a little bit neater. I got to turn the fire down a little bit because usually it's like blazing hot and then the oil splattering. But that's why we got this down over here. It makes it easy. All you got to do is pick it up and throw it in the washer. So you just kind of break up the ground. Meat, you can use chicken, pork, beef. I mean, if you wanted to use hamburger, you could too. And this one is about 6 ounces, so you know you can always add more. You can go 8 ounces a pound if you wanted to. If you like more, of the meat rather than the veggies. And normally, Krapao usually only has like long beans, so the bean is probably one of the critical elements. So now when the meat starts sweating out all its, then you can add your garlic. A couple chilies slipped in there. Kind of sweat and cook your garlic a little bit. So you gotta do that just for about maybe a minute or so. How's it look? 5.
Yeah.
5.
5. This is on the
Slow. So now of course you add your beans, onions, and whatever other vegetables you're going to use. The basil you save for the very end. So once you add your vegetables, you can start adding your sauce, okay? So we're going to use about 2 tablespoons. About a half a tablespoon of dark soy. And about a tablespoon of fish sauce. Pour a cup of water. Gonna add the chilies. Again, chilies you can adjust to your flavor. So you notice that we haven't used any MSG. So MSG always has like a little sweetness to it, so instead we just use just a little bit of sugar in here. So you don't want to overcook your vegetables, so only about a minute and it's done. You throw your basil in, you mix it up. Your basil wilts and it's done. So this would be hot Krapao. Oops. One bean ran over the edge, so. So that's the taster one.
Looks so yummy. Get ready, set, go.
Wait. Here you go. This is actually one of Thailand's comfort foods. This is I don't know if you remember the story about the boys got stuck in a cave by Chiang Rai, and they was asking the boys like, oh, what are you gonna do when as soon as you come out? What do you want to eat? One of the boys, I mean, very loudly replied, Krapao. Yeah. So this is Krapao, and this is chicken, but most of the time they'll do it with ground pork. So again, another episode. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Get subscribed, and tell your friends. Try it, and if you got any questions or anything, you can message us on Facebook. So check out our Facebook page because the recipe will be on there, and click like and share it. Yeah. So again, try cooking Thai. Until next time, Rodney Pong.
Khop khun
Khop khun
ค่ะ
Take it easy.